We'll just give everybody another minute or so to get on. Middle school teachers, are we ready to start? It's 7:15. Are we good? Go ahead, 8th grade.
Alrighty, I will start. I am Amaya Enrico and I teach 8th and 6th grade. For 8th grade, I teach 8th grade religion, history, and art. And 6th grade, I teach ELA. This year for 6th grade, we'll try to read at least 4 novels, one each quarter, and work our way through those novels. I'll let Erin introduce herself as an 8th grade teacher, and then I'll kind of talk about 8th grade as a whole.
Hi, I am Erin Martin. This is my 2nd year at St. Mark's and my 14th year teaching. I'm one of the few of us lucky enough to teach all middle school students. I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math. There is a lot of content in all 3 of those courses. So just some suggestions: make sure your student is keeping up with notes in class, and they're not afraid to come to me with any questions. I always offer my recess time in the morning. If they need help, come to me and ask, because it's a short 45-minute block, so they cannot be afraid to ask for help. So just make sure that they know that I'm here for them. And I'm going to turn it over to Miss Enrico again for some 8th grade info.
So 8th grade as a whole, we are responsible for a few things at the school. One of those is their big legacy project, and that for the new families is something that the 8th graders will choose throughout the course of the year, one thing that the class or the school really needs. And then with the money that they have raised over the course of the year, they picks a legacy project to give back to the school. In the past, classes have donated our water fountains. We've got picnic benches outside. There have been pads like in the gym. And our most recent one has been our new Hallisey and basketball uniforms. And with that, our biggest moneymaker for that is their resales. And I have had a few generous parents volunteer their time to kind of be the lead on that. And through that, you know, the more wreaths they sell, the more money they make for their legacy. And that's really something that they do on their own. Mrs. Martin and I have nothing to do with, you know, helping them raise the money for that. So when that information comes, just know the more wreaths they sell, the more they can give back to the school in their name. We don't know what the future looks like, but we're hoping that we can get to living stations this year. It's one thing that a lot of the 8th graders, you know, growing up have seen our 8th graders put on, and something that they really look forward to. So we're hoping that we can get to do our living stations in the spring. And then just community service. We ask 10 hours per semester. This first semester, they can use 5 hours of that they've done over the summer. And then we ask that they use 5 hours that they've completed from the start of school until Christmas break. And then 10 hours a second semester. We're going to try to see if we can get 5 of those hours through the parish, and that is with any parish that you are part of. And we're going to try to stick to that. And then, you know, towards that, maybe we'll see how it goes. I know there's a lot going on and can't get into, you know, parish stuff because a lot of things aren't happening. So we'll keep you up to date on that. Other than that, that is the gist of her 8th grade information.
Hello, I'm Nicole Schutte. This is my 13th year at St. Mark's, my 17th year teaching overall. Both my kids graduated from St. Mark's. One's at BK now, one's at BSU. So definitely St. Mark's is in our heart. I teach both 7th and 8th grade this year. So 7th grade is my homeroom. This is my first time having this group. I'm super excited about them. They've been a lot of fun so far. So I have 7th grade, my own homeroom for religion, and then I have both 7th grades for English at the end of the day. And since we have English and reading separated, for English we work on writing and we work on grammar, and then for vocab we focus on Greek and Latin roots. And then the other half of my day I spend with 8th graders. Lots of you know me. This is my 3rd year with this group. So I'm super excited to have them again in 8th grade. And I have 8th grade in a block of ELA, meaning I have both their reading and their English together. So that's it works really well for me, because if we need more time for reading one day, we can have it, or more time for English. They will do lots of writing this year, probably more than they've done in the past. So I'm super excited to have them, and I'll turn things over to Mrs. Wolbach.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Wolbach. I teach 7th grade and 8th grade. I have 7th grade homeroom, and 7th grade social studies, and 7th grade literature, and then 8th grade physical science. This is my 7th year teaching, my 5th at St. Mark's. So I am really happy to be back. Just a rundown of my classes. So for science, we're starting the year with physics. It'll be physics until Christmas break, and then it'll start, we'll start with chemistry, 2nd semester. Just be aware that the class does move at a fairly fast pace in order to cover all the materials. We'll do about 5 units each semester. They have a notebook they'll be keeping their data in and their lab notes in. There will be experiments. One's coming up actually pretty soon. I will be limited in what I can do for labs, just because of the times we're in and the inability to do group work, and not having enough resources for every single student. Typically in the past, we have lab groups and then we can share resources. So it's going to be interesting, but we're going to do the best we can. For literature, for the 7th graders, we do a lot of reading and writing. As you can imagine, we will cover 4 to 5 novels this year. Right now we are working on short stories. Let's see, the kids are responsible for AR points. The students for this particular quarter are responsible for 30 points, unless they've talked to me and needed to lower that. They obviously can read more than that, but to have their full credit for AR for this quarter, they will need 30 points unless we've made other arrangements. Hopefully you all received their STAR reports. I didn't require them to come back to me, but it did give the students reading level. And then for social studies for the 7th grade, it's Eastern Hemisphere geography this year. So we're starting with ancient Europe. We're in ancient Rome right now. We will move into modern Europe, and we will move then into Russia and Africa, and then as much of Asia as we can cover. I like to go a lot deeper than the book, so we don't cover the entire textbook. It's a pretty traditional class, a lot of reading, a lot of note taking, usually one small project, a unit, and then a test. And then for religion, for the 7th grade, Nicole, did you talk about service hours? Okay, so for service hours for 7th grade, we require 10 hours a semester, and we take those grades at the end of the semester. So for that first 10 hours, we'll take that grade right before Christmas, and then the second set we'll take it at the end of the year. We're not quite sure how we're going to do service hours this year, so we'll touch base with everyone shortly. I think that's it. Melissa, you want to go?
Hi, my name is Melissa Brady. This is my 5th year here at St. Mark's and my 14th year teaching. It's my first year out here in the middle school though at St. Mark's. So I only teach 6th grade here. So the rest of my day is actually over in the elementary school. I'm the reading specialist over there for the part of my day. But here in the middle school, I have 6th grade homeroom, religion, and then I teach 6th grade earth science. For religion, just like the other teachers have said, service hours are required. For 6th grade, it is 8 hours a semester. It's a little less than the 7th and 8th graders. We'll see how that goes, how we can figure those things out. And then I also have earth science with them at the end of the day. We will cover rocks, minerals, rock cycle, igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, layers of the earth. We will talk about space, lots of things about that. Lots of reading, note taking. There will be projects. In fact, they will get one started tomorrow. So lots of things about that. But I will turn, and the other big thing with 6th grade, I know the 6th graders really look forward to MOSS, the McCall Outdoor Science School. That was the video that is posted online, talked a lot about that. Unfortunately, that is not happening this year. MOSS has canceled it. So I know the kids are going to be disappointed about that, but it's out of our control. So I will turn it over to Mr. Enrico, the other 6th grade homeroom teacher.
I'm Mr. Enrico. This is my first year teaching and also my first year at St. Mark's, so I'm pretty excited to be here. I teach 7th grade stream and science, and then also I will be teaching 6th grade social studies. One thing I would say to you guys is parents, tell your kids to have your kids show you their work, check their Rediker, make sure you know what is due, what assignments have been done. That way everyone's on the same page. I will be doing some dissecting in science, which will be fun, but I don't know how much I'll be able to do because of constraints, like Ms. Woolbach said. But I'm excited to be here, and if you ever need to get a hold of me, just feel free to email me.
Hi, my name is Katie Stroshine, and I'm using Melissa Brady's computer, but I'm the Spanish teacher here in the middle school. I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade Spanish. At Spanish, they have twice a week. Most of the students have it on Tuesdays and Fridays. Only Miss Brady's 6th grade class has it on Mondays and Thursdays. And I also get the opportunity to teach 8th grade religion for one of the 8th grade classes. I teach 2nd grade religion, and then for the preschool through 2nd grade, do a Montessori-based faith formation program that's called Catechesis of the Good Shepherd. So I split my time between the middle school and the elementary school as well. And just a little bit about me. I learned Spanish in school as well, and so I felt like it really blessed me in my life. It really opened up doors and opportunities, and so I have a passion for sharing language and learning language, and I hope to share that with your children. I have 3 children of my own that go here to St. Mark's, and one is in 7th grade, one's in 5th grade, and one is in 2nd grade. And then I also have a high school student. So it's been a blessing for me to be at St. Mark's and for my kids to be at St. Mark's. It's a great place to be. So I hope you feel the same way. In Spanish, we kind of start with the basics and then work our ways through, hopefully, through the 3 years, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, we cover what a Spanish 1 class would cover in high school. So that's the goal of Spanish. And if you have any questions about what we're learning, how we're learning it, please feel free to reach out by email or phone or whatever works. And I'd be really happy to speak with you and to talk more about how to have our students be successful in all of their Spanish and religion and any endeavors that they're doing here at St. Mark's. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I'm going to turn it back over to Mrs. Brady. She'll wrap it up for us.
So it looks like our time is up. If you have any questions, please email The teachers here, our email addresses are in the newsletter that middle school sends out. Be looking for that in your email boxes. And it's been a great evening. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it. Have a good night.